Today I'm going to tell you the 5 things that I love and the 5 things that I hate about living in Kitsap County, Washington. And we're going to get started right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ladina Strand with Homes by Strand and Remax Town & Country in Portrait, Washington. If you're new here, consider subscribing to my channel by clicking on that little bell notification down below because I'll talk about a lot of really cool stuff related to Kitsap County. And if you're going to be living here, I'm sure you're going to want to know about it. Well, today I'm going to talk about the 5 reasons I love living here and the 5 things I'm not so excited about. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with the bad ones first. Number 1 has to be the winters. There's no way to pussyfoot around this issue, you guys. The winters here can seem very long and gray. Winter sometimes feels like it's never going to end here because we have months of gray weather. Some people think that it rains here all the time, and that's really not necessarily true, but I think it gets that reputation because of how gray it is all winter long. But thankfully, there is a silver lining that we do have very mild winters comparatively speaking. We usually have very little snow, and the temperatures stay pretty mild. Now, not counting last winter where we had record snowfall and a low temperature of 10 degrees, which is about unheard of here. But the spring and summer definitely make up for it. And the reason being, you guys, there is no other place more beautiful in spring and summer than here. Now, I may be a little bit biased as I've lived in the Pacific Northwest my whole entire life, but it is beautiful. And we do have, actual seasons here. And even the rain that we do get is still a lot less than what cities up north from us actually receive. And then number 2, the second thing I don't like about living here is the cost of living. It is definitely more expensive to live here than other places. Now, it's not as high as, say, San Diego or, San Francisco, New York, or Washington, D.C., but things like rent is really high and the housing prices are on the high side as well, which can really make affordability difficult in the housing market. Now, taxes also tend to be on the high side, but we're still way lower than King County, which is the Seattle area. And the third thing I don't like is that cell phone reception can be hit or miss and very sketchy in some areas. And you would have thought that with major cell phone carriers would have caught up to us by now, and because we're so close to Seattle, it wouldn't be an issue, but it definitely can be. And the fourth thing that I don't like about living here is the public transportation system. I think the county could do a far better job as far as buses. Again, being close to Seattle, we do have people moving here that do commute to Seattle every day. And we're really lacking in the public transportation system. We need more buses, extended routes, things along those lines. And the fifth thing I don't like is we are living in what we call the earthquake zone. Every place has its own risk of natural disasters. And for us, the experts have always said we are due for the big one. It's just something to keep in mind when moving here and maybe thinking about taking on an extra insurance policy on your home in the event of an earthquake. So now let's move on to the 5 things I love about living in Kitsap County. The first one has to be the beauty. It is one of the only places that I know where you can go to the mountains, the ocean, and the river all in one day. Now, because of that, we have great places for snow skiing, hiking, and all the other great water activities. And Washington is called the Evergreen State for a reason, you guys. And again, we are not far from Seattle, which of course is nicknamed the Emerald City. It's just beautiful and green here. It's beautiful. And the second thing I love about living here is the location. Now, pretty much no matter where you live in Kitsap County, you're close to a ferry that'll take you across the water to Seattle or Everett to get you over to the other side. So if you want to commute to work, or if you just want to be able to spend the day in Seattle to do some fun things like Pike Place Market or the Big Wheel, or enjoy one of the fine restaurants or one of our great sporting events, go Seahawks! Sorry, I'm a big fan, as you can tell. But in all seriousness, our location in Kitsap County allows that with ease. And the third thing I like living by here is the weather system. Now, I said it may rain a lot. We have a pretty mild weather system here. 90 degrees in the summertime is really hot for us. If it gets that hot, it's usually only for a day or two. Very few people here have air conditioning because we simply don't need it. And again, our winters are usually mild as well, with very little snowfall. And when it does snow, it typically doesn't last very long, usually a few days. And the fourth reason I like living here is because of our economy. Because of all the military bases and the fact that we are not so far from Seattle and the other side where Microsoft and Amazon are located, we have a very strong economy here. It's not too difficult to find employment. And number 5, last but not least, I love that we're only 2.5 hours from Eastern Washington, where it seems like it's sunny all the time. And it's got really warm temperatures, and it's a great place to be out on the water. And there's some fun places to enjoy, like Moses Lake, Lake Chelan. We have a boat, and we love being able to enjoy the water, and I love being out on the lake. So hey, I had a few things that are not perfect about Kitsap County, but come on, every place has its pros and cons. Are you thinking of moving to the Kitsap County area? If you click down below, you can head on over to my website and search for all the homes that are currently available for sale in your own price range. And I promise I'm not going to bug you and hound you. Do just let me know if there's anything that I can do to assist you. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll definitely see you on the next one. Make it a great home buying and selling day. See you soon.